Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. So we actually have a new trailer now for The Walking Dead final season. They released one, I believe, on Monday. They released another one this time. And someone actually pointed out, Xmas Girl on Twitter, thank you so much for pointing that out. I think it was just kind of an editing choice, but it's interesting. Like the first teaser trailer, I think it just had the women of The Walking Dead. And this one here has the men of The Walking Dead. So it's kind of interesting. I guess that was, like I said, it's probably just an editing choice. But besides that, there are some other things in here. There is some new footage. There's a new characters. There's a lot more stuff here that I do want to unpack. And so obviously, before we go any further, I do have to warn you for spoilers for The Walking Dead final season. And also the podcast episode 4 that will be out within the next hour or two for sure. It's going to be on Spotify most likely within an hour after this video is done. I just got to literally upload it and that should be up probably within 10 minutes after this is up. To upload it on YouTube, it might take a little bit longer, so just stay tuned for that. But yeah, you can go subscribe to us on YouTube, and also we do have a Spotify, or we're on Spotify, so you can go follow us on there. This episode, we literally just focus on season 4. There's nothing else. We just talk about season 4, and it's an hour, a little over an hour of just talking about season 4. And it's titled Bethel because we talk about Beth and Daryl. And yeah, that was a lot of fun. But let's talk about this trailer here. So let's focus on the first scene here. The first thing that we see is Daryl, and we see Daryl at, now I know that is Alexandria behind him. And again, this is just green screen. It's just like the weird type of editing that they're doing here. We see Ezekiel in another shot here, but then we also see him with a shot with the subway tunnel behind him. So it's just kind of showing the journey of what's going on with the characters right now. And then you go to the next shot. I'm focusing more on the shots that are newer. I don't want to focus on a lot of the older shots because we've seen a lot of it. But there is this shot here of this subway tunnel that is just entirely, it's been littered with, I guess people have most likely been sleeping here. And I find this really interesting because it makes sense. First of all, this right here confirms that there's no actual subway car or train working, right? Because otherwise this wouldn't be here, right? And it makes sense that it most likely wouldn't work anyways because the world's shut down. It's the apocalypse, so obviously. But I do find it interesting that people decided to live here. And there is a newer character, we'll get into him right away, but obviously he was living down here for however long. I do wonder how important of a character he's going to be, and I guess what his relationship is going to be like with everyone else. The next shot here is of Eugene, and I'm thinking a lot of this is just promo material, to be honest. I think a lot of this, some of it could be from season 10, honestly. They could have just used some of that. The next shot here is of Aaron, and he seems kind of happy-ish, I guess. I don't know. But he is obviously outside of Alexandria or inside. Maybe he's leaving Alexandria. We know they're going to be leaving Alexandria, obviously, in the first episode. So this is most likely from there. I believe Aaron is likely going to go with them. I think almost everyone goes with them. But I would be surprised. Obviously, there's going to be some characters that stay. So I wonder, because we didn't see Aaron in really any of those promo shots, I actually wonder if Aaron is one of the characters that stays behind. Because he could obviously, they're not taking all the kids, right? Judith, RJ, all of them are going to stay behind. So, which characters are going to stay behind to watch them? Because you need someone to watch them. And obviously, Alexandria has a lot of residents, so I think they would be safe anyways. But are they going to take the entire cast out there? I think they probably will. I think it makes sense that Aaron would likely go with them. I'm just wondering if maybe some characters, maybe Aaron actually does stay behind in Alexandria, because it could happen, right? This next shot here is related to obviously that first photo that we got of everyone in the subway tunnel. This is Gabriel, and there's a new character in the back here. I think he could be killed off in the first episode because the synopsis in episode 2 confirms that there's some deaths. I think that happened in episode 1. They find out later on, so it could be this character here. There was also a few other characters that were newly a part of the group anyways, and so it could be one of them that dies. We then see Negan here, and this right here, this looks like it's from season 10. Literally all this, their wardrobe here looks like it's from the season 10 finale. So I think what they might have done is they've had some extra promotional footage that they were supposed to use for the season 10 finale. I think they cropped that out and just put it over these images like that and just had it in this fast little scene that they have here. But then we get to this shot here, and it's very blurred. But you have Daryl and Dog, and again, they're following this track here still. And there looks like there's some tents around. And this is related to another shot that we'll talk about in a second. But it seems like they're going to meet a newer character. and he looks badass. I'll say that. He definitely looks badass. I don't recognize him. We'll talk about him in a second, but it looks like he's gonna. I hope he's around for a little bit longer, just because he kind of looks cool. Unless he's like maybe involved with the Reapers, I don't know. But he's. I think he's gonna be someone that they meet here, which is kind of interesting. But if we continue on to the next shot here, we have this shot of the Commonwealth, which is just kind of, again, similarly, it's related to all the other stuff. It's all going to be like within a scene. This is them at the Commonwealth outpost. We go to the next shot here, and we see a different angle of Alexandria. I believe this is the church where Rick made that famous speech back in season 6, I want to say. I believe it was in season 6. Season 6, episode 12, maybe? I can't remember, but anyways, this is the church here. It's on fire, and you see a lot of people working on stuff outside, just repairing and all that. We go to the next shot, and this is a clearer shot of the Wall of the Lost. We actually see a bunch of people on here, and that's kind of interesting. We see, I guess, just some friends, couples, just people posting like photographs of their loved ones that have went missing. And what's crazy is like most of them are probably walkers now at this point. Oh, there's a guy here giving the finger to some badass. There's the main photo right here. I can't really make out what the picture actually is, but it says Jamie Stewart, something. I don't know what it says here, but it just says missing. And then it says, have you, most likely afterwards, it's like, have you seen this person? It probably says after that. But yeah, this is the Wall of the Lost. And I mean, we can try look at this all we want. We're not going to get a clue as to what the actual like person that's on here is going to be. Like, we're going to know in episode 2. We're going to find out in this 2-part premiere. There's no way they're holding that back, because the storyline happens right away. It's literally what puts them like deep into the Commonwealth story. It's their big investment into going there and wanting to learn more about that, because it's like it's more of a familiar situation. It's a connection. So they're going to be getting into this right away. It makes no sense to hold off on it. Like episode 1, maybe you don't get into it right away because of, I don't know, maybe there's something else that happens, but episode 2 definitely. Or maybe episode 1 ends on a cliffhanger where that is the final shot, and then episode 2, because it is a 2-part premiere, just kind of we further see, just more of that. That is very possible. But we get to the next shot here, and this is the shot that I've been wanting to talk about. And this is of Daryl, and we have Dog here, and there is a newer character here. Now, this looks like Joe the Claimer. I know, kind of. I actually thought this was Negan at first, but I was like, wait, no, his hair's a lot longer. What? Like, I was so confused by this shot. I still am very confused. If you look in the back, there's actually 2 people standing back there. And I don't know if that person right behind this guy, I don't know if that's Maggie or if that's, no, it's not Magna. Magna has her hair up. I don't think she's with them. And I don't know who's behind Daryl, but Daryl is, I'm wondering if this is from episode 2. If maybe when Dog goes missing, Daryl goes to try to find Dog and then comes across Dog because Dog's been with these people. And so I wonder if maybe Leah's with these people. You never know. But this seems to be what Daryl's going to find here. Because if you remember the synopsis, Daryl finds more than he expected. I think it's going to be this group here. I think that's exactly who he's going to find. And I don't know who this guy is. I mean, again, like it looks like he has an eye patch on or something, or a bandana that kind of goes around his eye, his right eye. Or it's our left, but his right. Like, he looks badass. If you guys recognize the actor, if I don't even know. Like, I don't recognize this character literally at all. I don't know who this is. Maybe this is someone a part of Alexandria, and I'm just sounding really dumb right now. But I think this is going to be someone that appears in episode 2. It's a newer character, and I think it's going to be quite interesting. Honestly, I'm really excited for that. Like, this guy looks really cool. I can't wait to see what he's going to bring. Is he a Reaper? Is he someone new? Like, does he have some information on the Commonwealth, Leah? Like, I really want to know. Is there some CRM stuff? But then we get to this shot right here. And it's really hard to see who these people are. But I believe it is our group. And actually, you know what? I am going to zoom in right now, because I know that's Dog right there. So obviously it has to be our group. When you zoom in, it is kind of hard to still see who it is. But you do see Negan in the middle. Right beside him, it's that same guy with that bandana. Right? Like, he's there now. And then beside him, you see Daryl. So you see all of them here. And what I'm actually wondering is is this the same group that we saw the other day that we thought that like they were Reapers, right? I mean, it's really hard to tell. I don't think so because of their clothing. Like, if you actually look at Negan here and then look at his outfit, you go to the next shot, it's kind of different. It's similar, but it is different. If you just look at what Daryl's wearing, like he has that backpack on. You go to this shot, there's no one here with this look here. So I think there's going to be a standoff on this road. I think this is happening in episode 2. Obviously, they run into this guy here. They might be trying to help this guy out. I think this could be Reaper related again. So I think that what could be happening here is, again, it's going to be a standoff. It could be this really insane brawl, which I think would be really cool. Like they're just fighting with weapons. Like they literally just like run at them and then they just kind of start fighting with all, because like if you look at this other group here, they don't have any weapons really. They just have like there's a few spears here. There's this guy here with, I don't even know what that is. It looks like a cardboard weapon, to be honest, but it looks like some type of obviously likely scary weapon. We know that they have a bunch of like wooden or handheld weapons. And I wonder if they're literally just going to have this street brawl. Like they're just going to fight on here. Obviously, Negan and Daryl are going to be fine. But if you notice, there's a lot of characters here that could just be killed right off. Like I don't recognize anyone. I don't know if that guy right there, that doesn't look like Gabriel. Unless I could be wrong, but I think he's a little too tall to be Gabriel. And then there's a bunch of other, it's just too blurry, honestly. I don't know who this is. So that's why I'm wondering if Daryl and Negan run into just this other group of people that are having issues with the Reapers. And that this group here, those are the Reapers. And maybe the group that Daryl and Negan are with, they were forced to hide underground away from them. And that's the safest that they can, have it right now. I think that's possible. I think it's pretty crazy to actually have this play out. Again, I thought they were like the same people, but like after looking at it more closely, no, definitely not. For sure, it's not. So when you go through more of the trailer, it's more of the same footage. There's nothing really too different here. So that's why I don't really want to talk about it too much, just because there's not a lot here. Like it's all the same things. We see the same footage with Mercer and all that. They have this outpost that's just kind of where they hang out. And it's all kind of the same stuff here, but it does look really interesting. Honestly, I can't wait to see the Reapers. I can't wait to get into the story arc here. There is this shot here of Eugene, though, and the Commonwealth that's a little interesting. Is this actually in the Commonwealth? It could be. Like, this could actually be when they first arrived there, because if you look, there's 2 characters here. I don't know who they are. There's like I guess that could just be a bed, but I don't know if this is at one of their outposts. It might not be. This could be when they're arriving at the Commonwealth. Maybe they arrive at nighttime. I think it's very possible. But yeah, this is interesting, though. This teaser trailer definitely looks absolutely amazing. I can't wait for the final season to start, and I'm excited. And you know what's crazy? This wasn't even a reveal. Tomorrow is going to be the reveal. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, make sure to be a subscriber if you want to get my video breaking down the Thursday reveal tomorrow. I'm also going to be doing a Q&A. I was going to do it today, but I had to edit the podcast, so that just took a bit. So stay tuned for that Q&A. I'm probably going to post it on Instagram or ask you guys for questions on Instagram. And I'll do that most likely tomorrow. And yeah, we'll just kind of go from there. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.